I had imagined this moment countless times, yet the sting never lessened. Standing outside the cafe where Emily loved to spend her afternoons, a familiar mix of hope and dread churned in my chest. Every time I thought something might change between us, she proved me wrong. Still, some stubborn part of me clung to the belief that one day she might truly see me for who I was. Emily stepped out with her usual effortless confidence, sunlight glinting in her hair. I took a deep breath, trying to steady the words that threatened to tremble. "Emily, can we talk for a minute?" I asked. She let out a gentle sigh, not unkind, yet piercing enough to feel like a quiet rejection. "James," she said softly, "I've told you before. You're amazing, but I don't see us that way." The words were calm, final, and familiar. They weren't cruel, but they cut just the same. I nodded, forcing a small smile. "I understand," I whispered, voice shaky. "I just thought maybe this time." "Don't do this to yourself," she interrupted, shaking her head softly. She started to walk away, and for the first time, I didn't follow. Part of me was tired of hoping, tired of fighting for a place I'd never truly have. Then a voice cut through the heavy quiet. "I'm getting tired of watching this." I turned to see Lily, Emily's friend, standing a few steps behind me. She had been inside earlier, and somehow she'd witnessed the entire exchange. Her expression was determined, unyielding. "She doesn't deserve this kind of loyalty," Lily said, eyes locked on Emily's retreating form. "Not from you." "Lily, it's okay," I said weakly. "She just doesn't feel the same." "No," Lily snapped. Then, with a boldness that made my heart skip, she stepped closer. "If she can't see your worth, maybe she should step aside. Why not choose me instead?" Her words hung in the air, impossible to ignore. The cafe's noise seemed to fade as I stared at her, trying to process what had just happened. She wasn't joking. She wasn't teasing. Her eyes were steady, filled with a quiet confidence I had never seen in Emily. Emily froze mid-step, hand on the car door, her expression shifting from certainty to surprise. This had not been planned, and it showed. I don't know what to say," I stammered. "You don't have to wait for someone who doesn't see your value," Lily said, taking another step closer. "I've watched you care the respect you give. She doesn't deserve it, but I do." Her sincerity was disarming. Part of me recoiled, loyal to the memory of Emily. But a deeper part, exhausted from longing and rejection, leaned in. Emily's sharp gaze met mine, questioning, as though she were realizing the ground had shifted beneath her feet. For the first time, she hesitated. The confidence she always carried faltered. I looked at Lily, her eyes calm but firm, and felt clarity settle in my chest. No more second-guessing. No more hoping someone would finally notice my worth. She saw me as I was, without tests, without conditions. "Are you serious?" I whispered. "I've been serious from the moment I realized how much you give and how little she notices," Lily replied. "You deserve better than being ignored, pushed aside, or blocked over a trip. You deserve to be seen." Her words hit me harder than any rejection ever had. Not because they stung, but because they were real. And for the first time, I felt free. Free from waiting, from hoping, from being invisible. Emily's jaw tightened, panic flickering in her eyes, as she realized her hold over me had weakened. I didn't respond to her. I didn't move. I let Lily's presence speak for itself. Her hand rested lightly on my shoulder, steady and reassuring. "This isn't about making her jealous," she said. "It's about choosing someone who truly values you." I nodded slowly. Every sleepless night spent replaying conversations. Every second of wondering if Emily would ever return my feelings suddenly felt like a lifetime ago. And beside Lily, I finally understood that waiting was no longer necessary. Emily opened her mouth, but no words came. Her hold on me had slipped, and I didn't look back. I turned fully to Lily, feeling years of disappointment lift with every step toward someone who truly mattered. The cafe buzzed around us, oblivious to the quiet shift that had occurred. A story once defined by longing and rejection had finally taken a new course. And as Lily and I walked away together, the world felt vast and full of possibility. For the first time in years, I was no longer waiting in anyone else's shadow.